In 1933, a boy named Henry Molaison fell off his bike and hit his head. He stood up, brushed off the dust, and continued his day, unaware that this accident would change the history of neuroscience. A few years later, Henry began experiencing mild epileptic seizures. At first, they were manageable, but as time passed, the seizures grew more frequent and severe. By his 20s, Henry could no longer live a normal life. Medication did not help. Nothing worked. Desperate, Henry turned to a surgeon named William Scoville. Dr. Scoville suggested an experimental operation, removing part of Henry's temporal lobes, including a region called the hippocampus. What he did not fully understand was that the hippocampus plays a crucial role in forming memories. Henry underwent the surgery. It worked. The seizures almost stopped entirely. But a much stranger problem emerged. Henry could no longer form new memories. He remembered everything before the surgery, his childhood, his parents, his life up to that point, but nothing after. If you met Henry and spoke to him, he would forget your name and face within minutes. You could reintroduce yourself every hour, and each time would be as if you were a stranger. Henry's short-term memory had vanished. He remained mentally frozen at the age of his surgery. When he looked in the mirror decades later, he was shocked, because the image in his mind was still that of a young man. He lived a long life but never truly aged in his own memory. His case became one of the most important in neuroscience. His brain is still preserved today, studied by researchers worldwide. Before Henry, scientists believed memory had a single location in the brain, but his case proved otherwise. Despite his inability to recall new events, Henry could learn new skills. He could improve at drawing, completing tasks, even tracing complex patterns. He did not remember learning, but his performance improved with repetition. It was as if his body remembered, even when his mind did not. This discovery led scientists to divide memory into two major types: explicit memory, conscious, factual memory. The kind you can describe, names, dates, events. This depends heavily on the hippocampus. Implicit memory, unconscious, skill-based memory, the kind you do not talk about, you just do it, like riding a bike or typing. This led to a groundbreaking idea: body memory. It turns out the brain is not the only place that holds on to the past. Your body remembers too. One, habitual or muscle memory. These are physical routines you master through repetition, like driving, typing, or playing an instrument. Even if someone forgets how they learned, their body still knows how to perform the skill. This explains why people who return to the gym after a break regain muscle faster than beginners. Their bodies remember the habit. Alzheimer's patients can even learn new movement skills through repetition. They might forget they practiced, but their performance improves. Even fat cells seem to have memory. In a mouse study, those previously overweight regained weight faster when re-exposed to high calories than mice who never were overweight. Fat cells remembered their former state. 2, contextual or situational memory. Sometimes a place, sound, or smell causes an emotional reaction, without recalling the event itself. This is body memory reacting to context. In one experiment, mice trained to associate a room with cold temperatures later showed a physical cold response, despite the room being warm. Humans experience this too. This is called an anniversary reaction. You may not remember a painful event clearly, but when that time of year returns, your body responds. Tension, anxiety, unease. Dr. Peter Levine tells the story of a patient who hated winter. Eventually, he remembered. Every winter, he was trapped at home with his abusive mother. His body feared winter long before his mind understood why. Conversely, body memory can be positive. Birthdays and holidays often feel joyful, even if you do not recall all the past ones. Your body remembers the emotional context. 3, emotional memory. When you see someone you love, you feel warmth and calmness. When you see someone who hurt you, you feel anger or fear. You might think you have moved on, but your body disagrees. This is the haunting truth of trauma. You do not have to remember it for it to affect you. Your body stores the experience. Even the immune system has memory. It remembers past viruses and responds faster the next time. On a cellular level, memory is everywhere. So no, your memories do not live only in your brain. They live in your nerves, your muscles, your skin, in the way your heart races, your shoulders tense, or your stomach sinks. We used to separate the brain from the body from the soul. But modern science says otherwise. The body is not a silent passenger. It thinks, it feels, it remembers. Henry Molaison lost his past and future, but he gave us a new understanding of memory. And if you have ever wondered why you feel fear without reason, or love without logic, why your hands sweat or your chest tightens at the sight of someone, now you know. The body remembers, even when the mind forgets.